Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Ukrainians are celebrating and they feel like they won the war already, and that is because they received Patriot systems, batteries from 3 countries. And I just looked a little bit over the article I'm going to discuss, and not only that, they are saying that therefore these Patriot batteries are the perfect ones, and they're even capable of destroying Russian hypersonic missiles. For me, that was like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so let's see here what they are talking about with who gave them, 3 countries gave them Patriot batteries. Let's see. So this article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine. Patriot systems arrive in Ukraine from 3 countries, the United States, Germany, and the Netherlands. This article is from today, April 19th, 2023. So United States, Germany, and Netherlands. Patriot, perfect, very good. And I'm quoting, "Such air defense systems will make it possible to defend against the strikes of Russian cruise missiles and UAVs," he said. This is the only chance for the American companies to test their Patriot against hypersonic missiles, since United States, you know what I mean? So this would be a good target practicing to see what they lack or how they perform. That's another reason why they were supplied over there. It was not supplied over there just to defend the Ukrainians. The latest Patriot air defense system can shoot down the missiles Russia uses to attack Ukraine, including Iskanders, Kinzhals, in a parenthesis, hypersonic air-to-air missiles, and Zircons, hypersonic anti-ship missiles. A question, since when? And I looked. I said, okay, let me look online. So I said, okay, I asked this question. Can hypersonic missiles be shot down? And that's a lot of things, including here the one in 2018, there's some other ones. So I went here. Hypersonic, what are they and can they be stopped? So I went somewhere down here, and on the bottom, look at this. Who's developing hypersonics? US first. And then United Kingdom and France, China, and the ones that really have them are the last ones. All right. Can they be stopped? This article was, again, 2018. Sorry for doing this. It was 28th of August 2018. All right, so it's kind of old, but let's see what they said in this article. After we find, although there are no current countermeasures in place, technologies such as direct energy weapons, particle beams, and other non-kinetic weapons will be likely candidates for an effective defense against hypersonic missiles. So they couldn't find here. I said, well, no, yes, not, Okay, I looked another one. I got this one. This is from the Ukrainians, and this is from March 9, 2023. And the Ukrainians, somehow they figured it out, not having the Patriot systems, that Russia's Kinzhal missiles can be shot down with this weapon. But they didn't have it at this time. So I'm wondering how did they test it, since they didn't have Patriot in March 9th. And they say here, hypersonic Kinzhal missiles possessed by Russian forces can be shot down with Patriot defense systems. Ukrainian officials said in an aftermath of a massive new missile strike on Wednesday. How do you know? How do you know? You didn't have the Patriot that time, as far as I know. But anyway, the strike included 6 Kinzhal missiles, and in response to the March 2 terrorist actions organized by Kiev regime, the Bryansk region, Russian armed forces dealt a massive retaliatory Okay, the Kinzhal missiles, in an attack, what? No means that can counter Kinzhal. Tweet on Ukraine currently has no means. The American Patriot air defense systems is capable of intercepting ballistic missiles. Ballistic missiles. Alright, the center said, the Ukrainians. That is why it is so important that this air defense system arrives in Ukraine as soon as possible. Ballistic missiles are not hypersonic missiles, I gotta tell you that. Why? Because including Mr. what's his name, Woodchuck from North Korea has them, and I know he doesn't have hypersonic. So what are you talking about? You talk about what? Where? What? It says Patriots would definitely be a target for Russian personnel. Okay, well, where is it? So I don't believe what these guys are saying because they didn't have them then. So how they figured it out? Anyway, and the last one is right here. Pentagon prepares for first hypersonic shutdown test. That was in August 1, 1st, 2022. They were preparing for first hypersonic shoot down test. Well, after you shoot down that in order to have it ready for the Patriot, it doesn't go just like 5 months or 6 months to adjust everything. Anyway, okay, so these guys are just talking smack. So let's go back to this article. So this, I don't believe it. If it's so, that's fine. It's not like, oh my God, it's my weapon. I don't care. I think this is just, a test. They will try to test Patriot air defense systems, and they're just going to watch probably the Kinzhals and Zircons. But hey, what do I know? Remember, those guys tested right here. They wwere preparing. They didn't conduct it. They didn't conduct. They were preparing. Now let's say they figured it out in, let's say, September, in a month. And let's say if the test was successful, how long before they could install the whatever technology to the Patriot systems? I don't even know if they were the Patriot systems or not. It doesn't say here. And they want money or something, and I can't give them. I don't want to subscribe or log in. So, So here you have it. Do you think they can do it in 3 days? It's like, remember, when you make a change in a car, you design it today, you test it, you run the test before the car, a regular freaking car, automobile, before that car gets on the market, it can take years, months at least, and it's a car, and it doesn't require technology so advanced as this one. How many tests do you think these guys had to run or will run? I'm just giving you an example of a car, and this is all right. I don't believe that. I have the right to doubt that. You can call me now, as these guys use that word. If you doubt something, you're a denier. Well, you didn't provide the evidence, so what am I supposed to do? Yes, you just said it. The Ukrainians said it without having it. And besides, you need the weapons in order to figure out. You can't just do it computerized. Yes, in theory, maybe they figured it out. But then in reality, you don't even know how the Russian hypersonic missiles will react if they're shot at. You don't even know. Why? Because you don't have them. You never tried them. That's so imbecilic that I can't believe it. Anyway, let's go back to this article. Confirming receipt of the Patriot systems, Ukraine Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov said today our beautiful Ukrainian sky becomes more secure because Patriot air defense systems had arrived in Ukraine. Yeah, I agree with that. That will help, obviously. The problem is who's going to operate them? You need at least 240 people? Last time I checked, you need like about 80 to operate one battery. But I know you 80 around this one or what's around to it with a radar, with whatever it has, I don't know. But from McGregor, the Colonel McGregor said, well, you need about 80 people to operate one. Well, if you need 80 people, then you need like 240 at least for 3 batteries, if there are 3 only. Because it doesn't say no. It doesn't say how many they received here. Earlier in January 2023, the United States, Germany, and Netherlands vowed to transfer the Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine. U.S. Department of Defense spokesman Brigadier General Patrick Ryder said on March 30th that 65 Ukrainian troops had completed their Patriot air defense training systems at Fort Hill, Oklahoma. Well, I heard that they need about 6 months to do that training, and I don't remember them leaving in August or something, or September or something like that. But anyway, I know these guys are Superman, and they can you can just force your brain, and you can, by training more, you're going to be able to acquire. Well, I didn't show you actually this. I showed you my face. So this is what I've been reading right here, starting from here to there. Snapshot, whatever, look and read it if you don't believe me. And you don't have to believe me, as I said, verify. check whatever I say. I mean, if I learn something, I can learn it from anyone, my enemies as well. That's why it's good to have enemies, because they are sincere, you know, if you know what I mean. They want to harm you, so then they will try sincerely. Or they will point out things, and sometimes you'll just discard, and some things, oh, that's a good point, let me check it out. You look and say, oh man, I was wrong. Thank you very much, Gigi, for pointing out to me. But he didn't intend to help. He did not intend to help me. He intended to hurt me. But I don't take it as that. But anyway, I urge you to do the same thing if you don't do it yet. So here we have it, my friends. These guys received Patriot from the United States, the Netherlands, and Germany. Good for you. They will never be blown up by the Russians, I guarantee you that, because the Russians are so tards that they didn't blow up any HIMARS so far. So these are invisible, you know, like that, those invisible planes. Too much Hollywood for these guys. Too much, all right? But anyway, as I made a video before this one, we have people who are still live in the superstition ages, you know, those that were about 2,500 years ago, since I was about to say Russians, since the ancient Greeks started using this more than, that's the thunder, it must be Zeus with his thunderbolt is angry again. This is an example I will always give. Oh, the locusts. Someone sent the locusts because we were bad people. All right? Yeah. Anyway, that's the article for you, my friends. And good for them. We'll see how they're going to react to that. And Patriot will have a chance to see how they're going to react towards hypersonic missiles. I don't think the Russians will use them, though. But we'll find out, because probably they're eager to find out how they can do it. How they would, you know, react to the defense systems Patriot. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.